Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank, where I climb the online VGC 15 ladder. Now, as you may know, the Season 4 Battle Spot ends tonight, so rankings are going to be reset after today. I think there's a 2-day maintenance period from the 13th and the 14th, and then it comes back on the 15th. So since Battle Spot's going to be down the next 2 days, I'm actually going to be pre-recording episodes of Road to Rank, so you guys still have something while Battle Spot is down, just because I really like the series and you guys have shown an incredible amount of support, and I really want to do my best to continue daily uploads. So we'll see how that goes. So I actually just have a small time frame between now and I think 6:59 when maintenance begins and the rankings reset. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll be using the same team today and for the next 2 episodes as well that I've been using the last 2 episodes, which I won my Premier Challenge with, of course, in Brooklyn yesterday. I will be doing a tournament report and analysis soon. Now, I actually was recording an episode of Road to Rank, and it was going perfectly, and in the very end, my computer crashed. So not only did my episode not save, but everything was gone, which was really frustrating because the games are pretty amazing. But they ended up being losses. But my first opponent of the day is going to be Max from Italy with a rating of 1775. And as you saw there, my rating did dip below 1800. So this Battle Spot season was really frustrating. I've, jumped all the way up to like 1890. I think that was my peak. So I was like 1 battle away from the 1900 goal. Ran into a Chansey team, and then it kind of just tanked there. So I do have to apologize. I did not reach the 1900 goal I was aiming for the entire season, but I promise like this next Battle Spot season I will dedicate myself harder to getting that goal, just because I'll be building more serious teams, whereas earlier on in the season I was just kind of trying out things. But Max here's got a team of Heatran, Staraptor, Kangaskhan, Suicune, Sylveon, and Breloom. So that's a really interesting team. Staraptor, Suicune, and Breloom all stick out to me as Pokemon that aren't as common in VGC. Though Suicune's really annoying with Tailwind, Breloom of course gets access to Spore, and Staraptor is just really powerful in general. Sylveon of course is really annoying to deal with as well, so trying to figure out what I want to lead with here. The Salamence is actually really good against my opponent's entire team. As is Amoonguss. I'm very tempted to go with Salamence and Amoonguss right now, though the Staraptor is really what's concerning me. I'm curious as to whether that's Intimidate or Reckless, because both are viable abilities on Staraptor. Gengar here is not a bad lead matchup for me either, because I can taunt the Breloom right away should my opponent choose to lead with it, and I can Icy Wind everything. So I'm going to go with Gengar actually as a lead. I like Gengar. Next to it, very tempted to go with Amoonguss. Very tempted. It's between Amoonguss and Salamence, I think. You know what? I'm going to go with Salamence to get some more offensive pressure right from the start. I do like that. In the back, I want Terrakion, because Terrakion can one-hit KO Kangaskhan and Heatran. For the last one, I'm thinking Hydreigon. Though, with that, I don't have an effective way to one-hit KO Bisharp, which is the concern. So, I'm going to go with Bisharp instead, just because I need a way to one-hit KO Sylveon, and that way I can threaten Sylveon a lot more. But this looks like a Tailwind team from my opponent's end, so I'm kind of scared of this Suicune setting up Tailwind. But yeah, like I said, guys, I do have to apologize. I don't think I played very well throughout this Battle Spot Road to Rank season, to be quite honest. I don't think my teams are as good, so I promise I'll be bringing you even higher quality teams and battles in the future, and I'll work very hard to get those up. But we're going to see Breloom and Suicune come out from my opponent here. This is very, very scary as a lead, because while my Gengar has access to Taunt, I can only taunt one thing. And I really think the Suicune's going to set up a Tailwind here. My best bet is Breloom's going to try to Spore, and Suicune's going to try to set up Tailwind. So to counteract that, I'm going to taunt the Breloom, and I think I'm just going to double-edge Suicune here, to be quite honest. If it doesn't go for the Spore and goes for the Ice Beam instead onto Salamence, then at least I get a lot of damage off, and Breloom can't do much after that. Let's see. I cannot afford getting Spored with anything right now, and I should have brought Amoonguss as a lead. I think Amoonguss as a lead here would have helped out so much. So I do have... One of the things about this team is I haven't used it that much, so I don't always make the right calls in terms of what I should be bringing or not. Alternatively, I could just... You know what? I'm just going to Mega Evolve and double-edge Suicune. Breloom actually switches out, so that's not good for me to see. Staraptor comes in. Good switch there. Let's see if it has Intimidate. It does have Intimidate, so nice. And Staraptor was one of the main reasons why I did not want to bring my Amoonguss into this match, but Salamence is going to Mega Evolve. I'm really guessing Tailwind's coming out here, which would be bad. Though if it is Tailwind and not Ice Beam, at least Salamence lasts a bit longer. But let's see. Talon Staraptor really not going to be much. As I do get a double edge off, but at -1. It should still do it does around 50%. We do see Rocky Helmet come out from Suicune, which is a very common item. So I take a whole lot of damage there. As it goes for the Icy Wind, actually, instead of the Tailwind. So another means of speed control coming out from Suicune there. Which is alright, you know, I don't mind that very much. Especially because I've got Bisharp in the back. So if I could catch my opponent Icy Winding once again, that'd be really nice. Let's see. I'm gonna switch out to Bisharp here from Gengar and protect with Mence, I think. I do need to conserve Mence because it gives me a better matchup against, I don't even know. This Suicune Staraptor lead, this is a very scary team for my opponent, despite it being Pokemon that aren't as common, maybe. But let's see. Okay, Brave Bird comes out, which is good. Show me another Icy Wind from that Suicune, please. Let's see how much damage. Woo! 59 HP. I'm guessing that's Choice Band? Or Life Orb. Okay, Life Orb, yeah. I do see another Icy Wind, so I'm going to pick up a Defiant boost here, which is great, at least. But that doesn't really make things any easier. But that is something's going to help me out a bit, but, you know, you saw the Breloom my opponent has in the back, so these Icy Winds are really killing me right now. I'm going to protect here with the Bisharp, and I don't really want to switch into either Gengar or Terrakion, so honestly, I am just going to double edge this Suicune. I'm going to sack my Salamence, basically, so I get a free switch into Terrakion, which can Rock Slide away. But the Breloom's really the issue in the back. Really cool core that my opponent has here. Suicune, Staraptor, Breloom. Staraptor actually switches out into Breloom, I guess. Yeah, fantastic switch there. This is bad. This is bad. Let's see. Maybe I should have just Sucker Punched Suicune. Wow, I'm still faster than the Suicune after the Icy Wind. Not going to knock it out there. I'm actually going to KO myself from Rocky Helmet and Recoil, so that's bad. I should have Sucker Punched that, and yeah, I have not been playing. Oh, wow, as it goes for a Tailwind as well, so Suicune getting access to both of those moves. Fantastic play on my opponent's end. And this is trouble for me. This is really problematic right now. I'm kind of getting wrecked, to be quite honest. And, you know, I've never actually played against this core, so I was really unfamiliar with it, and I should have dealt with the Breloom. I knew Breloom and Suicune was probably the most threatening thing on my opponent's team, but like, I think the Heatran really scared me from bringing Amoonguss, and that really cost me in the end. So, my opponent's just playing fantastically right now. If I were my opponent, I'd just Mach Punch, I think. This is really bad. Trying to not just get 4-0'd right now. I don't even know how I can. Let's see, I can maybe protect here with the Bisharp, and I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Sucker Punch Suicune and guess I'll Icy Wind. Yep, there's a Mach Punch though. So maybe I should have just went for another Protect there instead. You know, might as well at least go for it, because why not? Oh my gosh. Suicune with Snarl too. I really want to try out that Suicune set. I mean, that is really neat. Okay, we Snarl, Icy Wind, Tailwind, like, wow. Just wow. And I think this battle really highlights how good Suicune is. It's just so powerful. Yeah, I'm just getting demolished right now. I'll go for the Rock Slide. I mean, like, there's no conceivable way to really win this match. My opponent just kind of wrecked me with Breloom Suicune, so props to him. That's a really fantastic core. Really scary to go up against too, and it's because, you know, the real things that beat Breloom are flying types like Talonflame and Salamence, and Suicune really deals with those fantastically. I think it's rare to see Icy Wind and Tailwind on the same set, mainly because they both manage speed, but in this case, it really gave me trouble. We do see a Mach Punch coming out, hitting Terrakion. Brings me down to 23 HP, wow. As I get an Icy Wind off, so I also misplayed there. If I wanted any chance of getting back into this game, I should have Sludge Bomb, then Close Combated instead. And yeah, I even missed the Rock Slide there. So I could have at least brought the battle back because Suicune was already Icy Winded. So that was a really big miscalculation on my end. Though with my opponent having Staraptor in the back, it really wouldn't have meant much anyway. Because Staraptor just beats me, especially with Tailwind support, and my Gengar doesn't even have Protect. But I did make a misplay there, which is unfortunate. Now all my opponent has to do is Mach Punch the Terrakion and Brave Bird Gengar, so that's going to be game for me. But I think this is a really cool loss because it features, I mean, that's a really interesting team, you know. I keep on saying this, but like that team is just full of Pokemon you don't see that much in VGC 15 as of right now. And of course the metagame is still so new, but Suicune and Breloom weren't allowed in VGC last year, so you know, for those of you that might have played last year and didn't get a chance to play this year, I think it highlights how threatening those Pokemon can be. I actually used Breloom in 2013, and Spore and Mach Punch, you know, it's just really strong. Breloom's frail, but that's why you use it with Tailwind or Thunder Wave support, and wow, I mean, props to my opponent for that battle there. And that's a core I'll definitely want to try out in the future because I think, I mean, that just steamrolled me, honestly. So, fantastic play on my opponent's end, and I mean, just wow. So we're gonna find another battle here, but I mean, man, my rating dropped a lot from the beginning, and a huge part of playing on Battle Spot is going on tilt. I think it's very easy to just play a lot of games and get frustrated and lose all of them. And like I said, I was like 1890 2 days ago, and now I'm like over 100 points below, which is really sad. As first battle, there's actually disconnection, but yeah. I mean, a piece of advice to you guys: if you're playing, if you're playing Battle Spot and you're losing a lot, take a break because you know you'll go on huge winning streaks sometimes and huge losing streaks sometimes. You know, I've had cases where I've won 10 battles in a row, and then I've had cases where I've lost like 6 battles in a row. And when you're higher up in the ladder, it's so much easier to lose points than win points. So you know. No, that's something I struggle with even at tournaments nowadays, and it is, you know, like, Battle Spot is great practice for tournaments, but at the same time you do run into a lot of things that aren't actually really meant for tournaments. For example, like I mentioned Chansey earlier, which stopped me from actually hitting 1900, which was very, very annoying. But I'm going to find a 1691 rated player from Japan for the second opponent of the day. We're going to go into team preview. Opponent's got a team of Politoed, Kingdra, Machamp, Gardevoir, Crobat, and Smeargle, so this is a really interesting team. You know, I'm really happy. Even though my rating's lower, I'm getting matched up with really cool teams, and that's always a pleasure to go up against. And you know, the whole point of Road to Ranked is really to educate you guys on VGC, so you know, it's less about really winning and more about figuring out and showing you guys all the cool things of VGC, and it's always great to feature, you know, these kind of opponents. But this is really scary, just because there's so many options my opponent has. A Crobat, Machamp, you know, not that common in VGC. A Smeargle, I don't know whether it's Choice Scarfed or Focus Sash, which is always one of the scariest things in VGC. And normally Terrakion would be nice against the Smeargle, especially because I've got Double Kick, but my opponent has Kingdra and Gardevoir and Machamp, and Terrakion doesn't like dealing with any of those, so just in team preview, this is such a scary team. I really don't know what I want to lead with right now. I'm very tempted to actually go with Salamence and Amoonguss, though. Just because I can redirect attacks away, I can intimidate, the Kingdra can't hit the Salamence, and I can Dragon Dance up. So I think I'm going to go with that as my leads, actually. Though Gengar as a lead here wouldn't be bad either. You know what, I'll go Salamence, Gengar. I feel like Amoonguss is really good in this match for redirection, so I'm going to go with Amoonguss. I'm going to keep Terrakion out just because my opponent has so many ways to deal with it. So the question is whether I want Bisharp or Hydreigon as my last one, and I am leaning towards Bisharp just because of the priority it gives me, so I'm going to go with it. So we'll see how this goes. Kind of got crushed in that first game, so you know, hopefully we can come back in this one. But like I said, you know, I honestly find losing on Battle Spot great because you learn so much from all your losses, especially against teams you're not very comfortable against playing with. But my opponent's going to go with Crobat and Smeargle as the leads against my Salamence and Gengar, and I honestly have no idea what to expect right now. I don't know what that Crobat wants to go for. I'm going to taunt the Smeargle for sure, and I'm just going to Dragon Dance. My opponent's leads are not very offensive, so I'm going to try to take advantage of that. Honestly, if I had to guess, that Smeargle is Choice Scarfed. Or my opponent's Crobat can taunt my Gengar, preventing me from taunting Smeargle. So this should be really interesting. But no switches for my opponent, as Salamence just Mega Evolves, and oh man, Smeargle's just so annoying to play against. As we actually see Fake Out coming out from it. I'm guessing we're gonna see Tailwind come out from Crobat. Okay, good. Because I get the Taunt off against Smeargle, which is going to prevent it from Dark Voiding. So that's actually really good news for me. Unless it has Mentor. Does it have Mentor? Wow. Wow. That is, I can't believe, I've seen so many Mentor Smeargles now. Like, you obviously always just expect Scarf or a Sash, but Mentor Smeargle is now the thing. I actually ran into like Trick Room Mentor Smeargle the other day too, which is just crazy. So, oh my gosh, what do I even do right now? I think I'm going. Like I said, my opponent's leads aren't that offensive, so you know I'm gonna Dragon Dance and Icy Wind. Icy Wind would bring my the Smeargle back to normal speed. As Crobat actually switches out, so if my opponent misses a Dark Void here, I'm actually in a great position. I think that's okay. It is Gardevoir coming in. Okay. So let's see. Of course, Dark Void's accuracy is not exactly the highest. It does hit it. Let's see if either of my Pokemon avoid it though. Ooh, Gengar avoids it. I was kind of hoping it to be the other way around, but you know, you can't complain with that. As I get an Icy Wind off, which is going to bring both of those Pokemon down, and does a lot of damage actually to Smeargle. Smeargle, of course, is one of the more frail Pokemon in the format. So that's good. That's good. Gives me a slight opening to come back into this game. I'm going to switch out into a Amoonguss here because I don't want to risk the miss. And I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb onto Smeargle to try to KO here. Smeargle might switch out. Actually, I think it's going to switch out to Crobat. But I'm not going to risk it. I can't afford my opponent getting another Dark Void off, so we'll see. Oh, and it doesn't switch out, which is good news. That's actually Mega Gardevoir, too. Interesting. This is scary, guys. This is scary. Oh, wow. This Smeargle's still faster than me. Well, I miscalculated with my speeds there. And, oh my god, that connects with both of my Pokemon. This is so annoying. We're gonna see a Hyper Voice come out from that Gardevoir, no doubt. And of course, Tailwind doubles your speed. Okay, Hyper Voice. I mean, it's against two Pokemon that resist it, but it still brings Gengar under. Oh my god. This is just terrible. I think if anything, these battles have shown you like these unique strategies that work out. You know, Tailwind plus Dark Void is so annoying to deal with. Like Mentor, Smeargle, you know, you don't expect that because I was playing assuming that it was Scarfed or Sashed, but nope, Mentor. And you know, I don't even know what to do right now. I really don't. I'll go for another Icy Wind here in case Gengar wakes up. But just, oh my god, Helping Hand. We're probably gonna see a Hyper Voice. It's my best bet. Help us all. And Gengar doesn't wake up there either, which really stinks. Oh my gosh. Unreal. Tailwind Peter's out, you know, that's good, that's good. But I'm in such a bad position right now, I don't even know what I can do to try to get back into this game. You know, like, Bishop comes in though, which is at least... so I can just Iron Head Gardevoir and Spore the Smeargle slot, but the fear here is Gardevoir protects and Smeargle goes for a Dark Void. But alternatively, my opponent can switch out Smeargle into Crobat and protect Gardevoir. So there are really two plays my opponent can make here. I think it actually makes a lot of sense to protect Bisharp and Spore this turn. But I'm so far behind already, so I don't really want to go for that play. But I don't even know. This is bad. Oh, Gardevoir actually switches out. Okay. I guess Crobat's coming in? Machamp, okay. That's probably Scarf Machamp. Okay, if Amoonguss can wake up here, I can still win. We do see another Dark Void come out here. Amoonguss, wake up. Okay. Of course, though, it's not gonna wake up. And like I said, I'm guessing that's Scarf Machamp, so he can Dynamic Punch me now. So I'm gonna Spore the Machamp and switch out into Salamence because I need Bisharp, and I need to try to get the Salamence awake because if you can get it maybe Dragon Dance up, I can still win this. But I mean, I'm so far behind right now that I don't even know, man. So I'm gonna bring Immense here. As Smeargle actually comes out. Is Gardevoir coming back in? I think that's Crobat. Yeah. We do see the dynamic punch. Alright, Amoonguss. Give me a wake up here. Okay. At least something going my way now. But Crobat can just set up Tailwind again. Oh, brother. I'll Spore Crobat and Double Edge. Machamp. Salamence, of course, can actually wake up this turn, but it's just... We actually just see Brave Bird come out, so... I don't know. That's gonna knock out Amoonguss. Oh, whoa, did I hang on? No. I thought I had 4 HP there, and I was like, what? It's gonna take some damage from the recoil, but, yeah, let's... And that Machamp is Scarfed, so that confirms my suspicions. Salamence, I really needed to wake up there. I'm gonna bring in Bisharp, but I'm trying to figure out how we can even win this game at this rate. I'm just gonna knock off Crobat and Double Edge. Machamp. Yeah, I think at this point I'm playing for Hyper Voice missing. And we do see a Tailwind come off, so if Mence can wake up here, and if Machamp stays asleep... Okay, can Salamence wake up though? Oh, it's confused though. Come on, please. Okay. GG. I mean, it would have been really hard to win regardless, actually, because my opponent can just Sharp Beak. Wow, you can just Helping Hand Hyper Voice. But this is a rough day for me today. Just losing to these strats, but really cool to see from my opponent as Gardevoir comes in. I'm just gonna hope for a Sucker Punch crit at this rate, and I'll Double Edge Mence once again. Maybe, yeah. If I can crit, I can actually win. So it comes down to whether I crit or not, basically. Oh my gosh! Why? It was so close. Good game. That's gonna knock both of my Pokemon out. Had I don't know if that was a damage roll. I don't know how bulky that Gardevoir was, but I actually could have won if I picked up the KO there. So whether it was a low damage or whether I can pick up the KO, I would have, of course, Salamence would still need to get the Double Edge off. But I'm going to end up losing. So 2 losses in today's episode, which of course is always unfortunate. But, you know, it's a really good learning lesson, I think, for both you and for me, because these are teams and Pokemon that I had not seen very often before. I mean, these are all really rare, not rare, but like, they're not your standard VGC teams in terms of like Kangaskhan, Landers, Thunders, etc. So I'm glad I got to feature those at least, and that was it was really exciting. You know, I lost, but I had a lot of fun, and you know, I got to really learn some new strategies that my opponents had. So, you know, it's good to see those Pokemon featured, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like I said, I will still be having episodes tomorrow since I'll be pre-recording them, but as always, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright. Peace.